welcome back to my channel, Tutelage, a guide to learner. Here, this is Sriparna. Hope all of you are doing good. In my last session, we have already discussed the first chapter according to the NTA UGC Net syllabus, that is Teaching Aptitude. Okay, so today we are going to explain the second chapter, that is Research Aptitude, according to the UGC Net syllabus. So it will help learners or candidates in preparation of NTA UGC Net Paper 1, and it will be equally important for their academic journey, which will start with the MPhil or PhD enrollment. So this chapter starts with the basics of research, including its meaning, objectives, characteristics, and types. Okay, so it carries good weightage with 5 to 6 questions figuring in each NTA UGC Net question paper. So learners are advised to prepare well the chapter. Undoubtedly, research aptitude is important as it is part of the syllabus of NET exam, and usually there are 5 to 6 questions from this topic. It should be kept in mind that it is not just important from the exam perspective, but also the knowledge or experience of the research will be helpful in teaching as well. It will help teachers in staying up to date with the latest developments in their subject. So here we can see some subtopics which we will discuss today. So first one is research aptitude. So basic meaning of research aptitude. Second one is objectives of research. Here we will explain some types of research. So there are quantitative research, qualitative research, structured, unstructured, inductive and deductive. So, and last but not the least, we will explain here the differences between quantitative and qualitative research. Okay, so now move on the main slide and let's begin the session. So here this is the first session of the research aptitude. So research aptitude is made up of two terms. First one is research and second one is aptitude. So research again is made up of two terms, re and search. Okay. So what do you mean by relearner? So re means again, anew or over again, and search means to examine closely and carefully. So altogether research is the careful, patient and more systematic study in some field of knowledge undertaken to generalize facts. In simple words, research can be defined as the in-depth study of something in search of some new information. Okay, so now move on the next word, that is aptitude. So aptitude means ability or skill to do something. So that's why research aptitude means the ability or skill to systematically, carefully, closely examine a situation or a procedure or an activity for the formulation of the generalization and theories. So I think what do you mean by research aptitude is clear. So research again, to examine closely and carefully. And aptitude means ability to do something. So research aptitude is the ability or skill systematically, carefully, closely examine a procedure or an activity, okay, for formalization or generalization of theories. Clear? So now move on the next slide. So here we can see some objectives of research. So research objectives are usually specified on the basis of the topic of research, and these are based on the goals which researcher want to achieve or the information which they want to extract from the data. So research activity of a teacher or any other key position holder in a teaching institute usually aims at the following. So first one is it helps to finding ways of remedial measures for improvement of the process, improvement of the procedure. Okay, so now move on the second point. So it helps to analyze the performance of students by recording their data or their marks in a class test. Now move on the third point. Research helps to analyze students' behavior in the class. Move on the fourth one. Encountering problems which arise in day-to-day life. So it helps to encounter day-to-day arising problems. And now move on the fifth one. Research helps to compare the effectiveness of different types of teaching aids. We have already known there are different teaching aids, okay, in the teaching learning process. So research basically helps to compare the effectiveness of different types of teaching aid, so which is one of the most important objective of research. And now move on the sixth one, that is it helps to update curriculum from time to time. So without research nothing is possible. So research helps to understand the particular situation, particular phenomenon or particular problem and analyze its causes and effects. It verifies social facts, it generalizations, values, and it helps to test the hypothesis depicting the relationship, which depicts the hypothesis basically depicts or indicates the relationship between variables. So research helps to test a hypothesis which depicts the relation between variables. So research is generally oriented towards looking into 5 W's. So first one is uh, 5 W's that includes first W, that is who, second one is what, third one is where, fourth one is when, and last one is why. So research is generally oriented towards looking into 5 W's, that is who, what, where, when, and how, why, and one H of a problem. That is most important, obviously, that is how. So who, what, where, when, why, and how all are important, all are related to the research process. Clear? So now move on the next slide. Here we can see two words basically. So at first we have to discuss research method, and second word, that is research methodology. Clear? So uh, now going to the explanation of the research method. So research methods are different methods or different types of techniques which are basically used in any of the stages of a research process, be it data collection, be it analysis of the data, or checking the accuracy of the result. Okay, so all the techniques and methods which are part of research are research methods. So research method indicates different types of methods or techniques which are used in any of the stages of a research process. Okay, so now move on the next concept, that is research methodology. Okay, so research methodology indicates the study of how to conduct research scientifically and systematically. So it is basically a study of science. Okay, so it is a science which deals with how to solve a problem with research. Okay, So, research methodology has broader aspect, broader scope than the research methods, as research methods are a part of the research methodology. Okay, so it teaches how a problem can be identified, how a problem can be expressed, how and why a hypothesis is formulated, which methods should be used for collecting and analyzing data, or which method should be used to check accuracy of the results and which not, etc. So all things are included in the research methodology. So that's why research methods are included in the research methodology, and it is one of the most important part of research methodology. Without research methods and without research methodology, research is impossible. Clear? So now move on the next concept. So that is types of research. We can see here research is of three types. First one is quantitative research, second one is qualitative research, and third one is mixed research. So now move on the next slide for the explanation. So at first we have to discuss quantitative research. So from name we have already known quantitative research deals with the quantitative phenomenon. It involves the quantity or the numerical number, that means 1, 2, 3, etc. And qualitative research deals with the qualitative phenomenon. It involves the quality, not the quantity. So quantitative research is basically tells about how much or how many, and qualitative research tells about why. It provides understanding of the problem, attitude, behavior, etc. Okay? So now move on the next type, that is mixed research. So mixed research basically deals with the both qualitative and quantitative phenomenon. It involves quantity as well as the quality. So there can be studies where both the quantitative and qualitative aspects are being analyzed in the same study. So sometimes qualitative research can have some quantitative elements that can be tested with statistical techniques or vice versa. So basically quantitative research deals with the quantity, qualitative research deals with the quality, and mixed research deals with both the quality and quantity. I think quantitative research, qualitative research, and mixed research is clear to everyone. So now move on the next slide where we can see the differences between quantitative research and qualitative research, and this is one of the most important topic of this chapter. So first difference is in the quantitative research is used to quantify a problem, attitude, behavior, or opinion, and in the qualitative research it is used for qualitative analysis, for understanding of problems which cannot be quantified, which can only be qualified. Okay, so now move on the next point. Quantitative research is usually structured one. On the other hand, qualitative research is usually unstructured or semi-structured. So what is structured and what is unstructured, we will explain it later. So now move on the third point. Quantitative research is similar to the deductive research, and qualitative research is similar to the inductive research. So what is the deductive and inductive, we will explain later in my next to next slide. Okay, so now going to the fourth differences between quantitative research and qualitative research. So for example, uh, of the quantitative research, so study to conducted to know about how many persons suffer from the mental disorder. So basically quantitative research tells about how much or how many. On the other hand, in the qualitative research, study conducted to know about the why person suffer from the mental disorder. So it tells about why thing. Okay, so it provides understanding of the problem, attitude, or behavior, etc. So basically, that is the basic differences between quantitative research and qualitative research, and I think this is clear. So now move on the next slide. So here we can see research, another types of research. So research is of two types. The first one is structured research and second one is unstructured research. So at first we have to know structured one and unstructured one then. So now move on the next slide for explanation. So here we can see the structured research. What is structured research? So in the structured research, research objectives, research design, research sample size, data collection method, all things are pre-decided and all are in structured form. And structured research basically helps to developers deal with the size and complexity of the large scale project, because that's why quantitative we all know that quantitative research is usually structured research, and sample size of the quantitative research is larger than the qualitative research, and that is the basic reason, because research objectives, research design, sample size, all things are pre-decided. So that's why sample size is larger than the unstructured research. On the other hand, unstructured research allows flexibility, because objectives, design, sample are not pre-decided. That is the basic differences between the structured and unstructured one. Clear? So unstructured research basically basically helps to explore the nature of the problem, issue, or phenomenon without quantifying it. So that is the basic differences between structured research and unstructured research. Basically, structured research helps to developers deal with the size and complexity of the larger scale and project, and unstructured research helps to explore the nature of the problem, issue, or a phenomenon without quantifying it. Basically, unstructured research used in qualitative research, and we have already told sample size of the qualitative research is smaller than the quantitative research. So uh, quantitative research is structured research, okay, and qualitative research is unstructured research. So now move on the next slide. So here we can see research is of two types also. So first one is inductive and the second one is deductive, and we have already told in the differences between quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative research is deductive one, and qualitative is similar to the inductive. So it is relative to the qualitative, and deductive is related to the quantity. Clear? So now move on the next slide for explanation. So here this is the slide for inductive research and deductive research, and which is one of the most important research types, and we all know that quantitative research is similar to the deductive research, and qualitative research is related to the inductive research. So that's why at first we have to discuss the deductive research. Basically it is similar to the quantitative research, okay. So the first point in the deductive research, journey from one second, okay. The journey in the deductive research, journey from general to specific. That means general to specific. This is called the deductive research. And deductive research is aimed at testing the theory. Okay, so it is a journey from general to specific one, and researcher considers an already established theory and test its implication on a particular sample or specific sample. Clear? So, deductive theory is developed to explain why it occurs. It is tested through research, and the theory is either accepted, rejected, or revised. So it begins with the hypothesis. Clear? So deductive research, the first stage, that is one second. That is theory. Okay. Now going to the second stage in the deductive research, that is hypothesis. Third one is observation, and fourth one is confirmation. Confirmation. Clear? So it is aimed at testing the theory. It is generally associated with the, we have already told that in quantitative research it begins with the hypothesis. Clear? Suppose there is a generalization that educated people earn more than uneducated people. So you can test this hypothesis on a sample from your city. So total population of city, which is indicates the general, and the some educated pupil is some educated pupil is called the specific of specific or sample size. So you can test these hypotheses, educated people earn more than the uneducated people, on a sample from your city. So it is a journey from general to specific, whole population of a city to a uh, some uh, some sample, some educated people. Okay, so here you are testing a generalization on a specific sample only, not the whole thing, not the general thing. Clear? So basically in the deductive research, researchers studies what others have done, reads exciting theories of whatever he or she is studying, and then test hypotheses that emerge from those theories. So that's why deductive research is similar to the quantitative research. Clear? So now going to the next type, that is inductive research. And inductive research is similar to the qualitative research. Okay, so it is journey from specific to general. Clear? It is aimed at formulating the theories, exploring new phenomenon, or reinterpreting the existing theory from new perspective. So researcher analyzes any specific issue on different sample units, and if there exists a pattern in behavior, it is then generalized. So its journey starts from specific to general. So that is the basic differences between inductive and deductive. In deductive research, journey starts from general to specific, theory to confirmation, and in the inductive research, journey starts from specific to general. So that means observation to theory. So inductive research begins with the research question, that means specific thing. Clear? So suppose you have conducted a study on 50 households to analyze the education level of the working persons in each family and their incomes. So it is found that in these families, educated persons are earning more than the uneducated person. So you can generalize it to say the educated people earn more than the uneducated people. So in the inductive research, you can test with the specific sample size. Clear? So in the inductive research, the first stage, that is the observation, second stage, that is pattern, third stage, that is hypothesis, and last one is theory. So in the deductive research, the first is theory, second is hypothesis, third one is observation, last one is confirmation. And in the inductive research, first one is observation, second one is pattern, third one is hypothesis, and last one is theory. So in the inductive research, its journey starts from specific to general. 50 households we can consider the specific sample size, and we can generalize that thing to say educated people in the city, in the economy, earn more than the uneducated people. So that thing indicates the whole population. Okay. And in the deductive research, journey starts from the general thing to specific sample size. So you can test this hypothesis on a sample from your total population that indicates the general thing, and some population on the according to the basis of their education. So that indicates the specific or specific sample size. So I think this is clear. What do you mean by a inductive research and deductive research? So we have already told deductive research is similar to the quantitative research, and qualitative research is similar to the inductive research. So learner, we are done for the today's session. I hope this session will be very helpful to you. So if you like my session, do not forget to like, share, comment. Please do some support and subscribe my channel for getting more useful session. I will come again with a new session. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you. Keep commenting. Happy learning.